Hey guys, it's Miss Alina Mina here, and I've got a super special video for you guys today. Today I'm going to show you guys how I touch up my makeup throughout the day. So if you're interested in checking that out, be sure to keep watching. The reason why I'm doing this video is because a lot of the videos will tell you how to put that makeup on, how to have that beautiful application, but we never want to revisit what we look like several hours in and how to maintain it. We just can't always start over. And a lot of times you're on the go and you just want to freshen up, and it's not always that simple if you have a full face of makeup. So that's why I wanted to do this video. I'm going to keep it simple. These are items that I carry in my purse every single day that I use to touch up throughout the day. A lot of these items are drugstore items, or there are drugstore items that can, be used for it. But yeah, so this is obviously not the face that needs to be touched up. This is after the fact. I just didn't want to scare you guys. But when we go to the next phase, just warning that the makeup that I have on at that time is 6 to 7 hours old. So yes, I am greasy, like you guys know I get, and my concealer is fading and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix my lipstick situation. So after wearing lipstick for several hours, it tends to just end up on the outsides of your lips and then nothing on the inside, or it tends to, like in this case, get stuck in the little grooves. So I always do this partially through the day. Whenever I feel like my lipstick is getting all clumpy, I just take a paper towel and I rub it off. So I would never recommend just putting on more lipstick, because all that's going to do is just look like all clumpy and gross. So by doing this, I don't know if you can see right here, those little pieces of just dead skin. So this helps exfoliate. And the reason why I do this first is because then I take chapstick and I put it on my lips. And this will give it time to kind of soak in before I reapply the lipstick. So the next thing I probably will tackle is the fact that we are so shiny. These Clean and Clear oil absorbing sheets are amazing. And you're gonna see how amazing. Just oh my god. It's kind of gross. But as you can see, it's already just doing this one side. You can see the big difference. You're just gonna pat it. You don't want to rub, because then you're gonna move your makeup around. And this isn't gonna get everything off, but it's gonna be pretty good. And like I mentioned before, this is my makeup after 6 or 7 hours, so not too bad. So I'm going to take that same paper towel, and a lot of times your mascara will kind of end up a line down here, you'll have eyeshadow fall, and rather than put concealer over that, which will just make a huge mess, I take either toilet paper or a paper towel, and I just lightly run it under my eye. Thankfully I didn't have that much this time around, but the reason why I do this is because a lot of times when your eyeshadow falls out or the mascara kind of ends up on the bottom, it's usually pretty superficial and it hasn't been soaked in. So if you rub it in with concealer, then you're just blending in the product and getting it deep in there. Versus if it's on the surface, if you just run this lightly, it'll pick it up without ending up with this huge streak. So after I've done that, I always carry concealer with me. And as you can see in these areas, the concealer definitely wears off. And that's just because your skin absorbs it, not because it's not good concealer. Your skin absorbs everything you put on it. And if it doesn't absorb what you're putting on it, then you're putting something really funky. I'll lightly apply under here. And by no means is this gonna make your makeup look like you had just put it on. This is just to get you through the rest of your day. If you have a long day and you can't, take your makeup off and reapply, which most people can't, I'm just showing you guys the few things that I do that make a huge difference. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder. I'm just trying to make sure I'm in the frame. Take some powder. I'm not going to use a brush. I was going to use a brush, but that wouldn't be accurate because I don't usually have a brush with me. So I'm just going to use a little powder thingy. So you're going to put it under your eyes to set the concealer. And you're just going to dab it, everywhere you put the concealer. And then you want to apply it everywhere, but just in like that, any area that you kind of get oily, which for me is almost everywhere. But definitely your T-zone. So far so good. So I don't usually mess with my eye makeup too much, but sometimes I will carry around just a black pencil eyeliner, and I'll use it to kind of, if you see, like, I'll just use it to fill in any areas, like usually around this area, it tends to lighten up throughout the day, just because my eyes water and all that, you know, just kind of touching up. I try not to do this with liquid liner because then I end up messing it up and then you are stuck with that for the whole day. Don't usually mesh with eyeshadow because I use eyeshadow primer and usually my eyeshadow stays put. Brows. So I'm not going to keep drawing in brows, but I always like to, since I don't always use brow wax, I just like to brush them, make sure they're playing nice, and then we finish it all up with lipstick. So as you can see, my lips are soft, they're moisturized, they're ready for a new application of lipstick. So that's how I touch up my makeup throughout the day. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I will be sure to list all the products that I use down below, including the ones that I used to put my makeup on in the first place, because it did last a pretty decent time. You know, after 6 or 7 hours it still looked pretty good. But my goal of this video is not to make it look like perfect, because in order to do that you'd have to take your makeup off and start over, but to just give you, you know, just a few items you can carry around in your purse all the time, which is what I do. I just carry these items always, and you can touch up your makeup and really make a huge difference when you're on the go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other videos. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya!